Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Oh, there go that bald headed heifer Tina. Hey, how you doing, Tina? How you doing? Oh.
I was gonna say I don't think people can see me.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, how y'all doing out there? I have nothing for the show tonight. Only got two things and then some TikTok videos. But thank y'all off, whoever's going to tune in and watch this live stream or the audio version that'll be coming out in a few weeks because I'm 17 episodes behind. I'm putting out audio versions of the show.
That don't make no damn sense.
I'm working on it this weekend. Okay. I will be dedicating at least 4 hours this weekend putting out audio versions of the podcast. I don't know how many episodes that's gonna be. I'm be able to crank out that time period, but yeah, it's a
Mm,
process.
mm. That sounds like
So
that's turned into friend time. I don't like it.
I know, right? Because I
Mm.
wanted some more of that dip from that place.
Oh, you like the dip? That
Yes,
was
that
good,
little cheese
wasn't
dip
it?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good
When
as
you had that
hell.
tension, wasn't it? Ooh, that was good. And then that punch too. That
Yes,
punch was real good. Oh my
exactly.
goodness. Don't threaten me with a good time now.
I don't remember the name of the place, but that shit was good as hell. That damn dip and that quesadilla.
It was good as good.
And the drinks was magnificent too. There we go. My grammar is off. I did get some rest, but not enough rest. Uh, so yeah, it's been a day today. I can
Has
say
it
that.
been a day?
Well, for you, it's been a day.
Mm, mm, mm.
A day. Um, so yeah. So if the broadcast get interrupted, it's because I had to answer a telephone call from the VA, and that means Tina had to take over the broadcast. But what? Why are you making that face?
I am not on duty. I'm done making adult decisions today.
What? What do you mean? I mean, hopefully the show will be over by the time they call. The senior citizen had went to the ER, so I'm just
Oh,
I'm just waiting to hear back.
mm,
We'll get an update. But let's get on
that's
with the
sad.
show.
Mm.
Uh, Brittany Griner is free.
What?
They did a prisoner swap, so American gave up one of their prisoners. Somebody at Russia had wanted in exchange for Brittany. So Brittany is now back here home in the good old U.S. of A. Finally,
Wait a minute. That's a thing. That's a legal thing.
yeah, they do that for real.
What? Well, I'm happy she's back. That's fantastic because I feel like it was stupid anyway. But I mean, laws are laws, you know. Uh,
Hmm.
but that's really a thing.
Yeah. So I know. So say like if it's even if it got to do with like terrorism, anything like that, and say
Yeah.
like another country apprehends somebody who's on like America's most wanted like
Yeah.
terrorist list, they would literally do a prisoner exchange. Like, okay, well, America, you guys have somebody that we want, and we got somebody you want. So how about we just do an exchange? Now, if that exchange was to lead to someone's death, then I don't think they will turn over that person. If it leads to that person getting killed, depending on what it is. Um, so hopefully the person that they turn over to Russia is just somebody that's just going to be spending rest of their life in jail.
I was gonna say. So how does that work? Do she have to face charges here now?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Because she can't face charges for something for something that's legal here.
Is it legal where she left out of?
Come on
Or
to
she,
Russia.
so no, she flew over there, right?
So yeah, I think she played for I think did she play in California? I think she might have left out of California, wherever it is, it's the state because
It's legal. It's legal
it's
there.
legal.
Okay.
And then on top of that, her doctor her doctor did a testimony saying that he recommended these products for her that she can go purchase legally. So I don't think there'll be any charges once
Okay.
she gets back home because I'm pretty. And then on top of oil, unless she took actual marijuana with her, it was just a vape pen.
So how long she been over there now? You know?
I think she got arrested, or was that earlier this year?
Yeah,
Around the
it's
end
been
of
a while.
winter?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I think it's around. I think she's been over there for at least 6 to 8 months, if I'm not mistaken. But we're happy she is finally home. For the video that was from a still that I saw of the prisoner when they was doing the prisoner swipe. So it was like Brittany was on the left hand side and the prisoner that was going to rush was on the right hand side. But it looked like they cut her dreads off, or she cut off her dreads. If I'm not mistaken, because the one they said that was her looked like somebody who had like a short haircut.
Huh. Or she had so much new growth, she had her dress and a ponytail behind her, and you just saw fro.
Oh, like how
I don't know.
mine is right now.
I don't
Just,
know. I didn't see the picture or nothing like that or
Cause
the video or
I
whatever.
keep forgetting to set up an appointment to get my hair done. Lord
I'm
knows I
done.
need it.
Oh, I need you to put that order in for me.
Oh, I'm gonna do it so this
Okay,
broadcast
okay,
over.
okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay.
But
Yes.
welcome home, Brittany. Oh, I forgot to mention this on the last episode, but Christy Alley had died from cancer. Tuesday was it Tuesday? I think Monday
I
or
think it
Tuesday,
was. Yeah, it was this week. Yeah.
and
Mhm.
they was like, "Oh, she's 71 years old." I said, "71."
Yeah.
I'm like, she
Uh-huh.
always been like young my whole life. Like she's always looked young. Like I never. So that means like by around the time where I got into watching TV and movies and stuff, like she was already in her like 40s and 50s and stuff like that. But she always looked young. Like I always just thought she
Mm-hmm.
was young. I
Mm-hmm.
never expected for her to be in her 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I was just so surprised. But rest in peace. So one of the other stories I want to get to, this news broke a couple of hours earlier today, was that Aaron Carter is going to trial. Not
What?
Aaron Carter, I'm sorry, Nick Carter is going to trial. He's being sued for a sexual battery.
What?
So there's a woman named Shannon Ruth who was 17 at the time. Says that Nick Carter invited her onto their bus and like to like a VIP thing or whatever. But anyway, Nick Carter invited her onto the bus, and he asked her if she wanted something to drink, and she asked for apple juice. And Nick said all they had was, let me check my notes here, cranberry juice something he had said. Oh, it was he. All he said he had was basically it was cranberry juice alcohol. He says all they had. And so she's saying that they Nick gave her the drink or whatever, and I guess she drunk it. And this is all allegedly, by the way. And then Nick Carter allegedly had her go into the bathroom, and when they were in the bathroom, Nick Carter allegedly forced her to perform oral sex on him. She also stated that she contracted HPV after all this, and that she said at the time when this happened, she was a virgin. And this lady suffers from autism and cerebral palsy. I don't know how this woman looks that didn't have a picture, but I'm pretty sure if I'm the Backstreet Boys or hiding my career in
No, wait a minute.
2001.
Let's do a disclaimer before you say all of that.
Okay.
Disclaimer. This we do not condone any bullying, sexual assault, harassment, or discrimination of any kind. And
That
disclaimer.
that is true. So we don't support any of that, but I'm just
I
saying
got some questions.
because you can first if she got can they walk if they got cerebral palsy? So I'm like, ain't they body like paralyzed or something, or is it different stages of it? Like,
Yeah,
because you the medical expert, so that's why like I need you to answer these questions for me.
there's different levels. Okay. Um, I guess. Okay, so my questions would be number one. My first question would be: she asked for apple juice, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
he said we ain't got none. She admitted to that, and they only had alcohol. She admitted to that. She admitted she drank it willingly, right? Now, is she trying to say that she was drugged or no? It was just a sexual assault.
Uh, so I guess she's just trying to say it was the sexual stuff was against her will.
Okay, so now if you get on a tour bus with it's basically a party. You ask for apple juice. To me, that making me feel like maybe she was 17. She was young, right? 17. She
Mm-hmm.
ain't got no experience drinking, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she don't know, you know what I'm saying? She don't know what the effects would have done to her, right? Then you got um all of the rest of that stuff going on. I guess I would need to be like, okay, where was everybody else she was with? Like,
So I'm
was
pretty sure she wasn't by herself.
she like right? So it's a backstreet. So back in there, like it was serious.
Right.
Like they sold out. So where was everybody else while this was happening? You know what I'm saying? Um, and then how long ago was that? Because I had to be. I was in high school at the height of their career.
So this allegedly happened in 2001 during the
I was gonna
Backstreet Boys
say.
World Tour.
I was gonna say. I was in high school at the height of their career. So I don't. I mean, I know it ain't no statute of limitations on things, but I guess in my head, why right now? Especially since his brother just passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess I would have a lot of questions. I would need to see a timeline of events. I would need to hear testimony from both sides. I'm pretty sure it won't go to court. It's probably going to be settled outside of court. Um,
I mean
but
but they have come across millions of people. Do you think that he's gonna remember back to this incident with the girl with cerebral palsy? He probably, if it was
I
the early
would hope
stages, he
he
probably.
would if she did have cerebral palsy. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I will hope that would stand out to him a little bit, just a little bit, if it did happen. We can't confirm nor deny on neither
Right.
side. But that's really interesting, I would say.
And and then one of the thing is when it comes to like when women do this to celebrities, I just find it harder to believe that you saying that this actual celebrity drugs you. Just for the simple fact that a lot of y'all, soon all they gotta do is just snap their fingers and say come backstage, and a lot of them will go, especially young teenage girls. I
That's
don't
true.
see, I don't see a teenage girl denying Nick Carter some pussy. Like I don't see that.
So yeah, it's a lot of questions, I guess. It's a
And
lot of
this is
questions.
and this is like an ongoing thing. Like even like like if somebody was to say, you know what, I saw Chris Brown drop a blue pill in my drink. Like Chris Brown ain't like Chris Brown. Like if you say no, he gonna go to the next girl gonna say yeah. Like I'm Chris Brown, bitch. I ain't got to drug you.
He probably an asshole too, though. I mean, I
I
don't.
mean, true, but you know what I'm saying though.
Oh, oh. But it. So I put it like this: there are people out there. I'm not just gonna say just women. So there are fans out there that are willing to do anything. And with that
Oh,
being
yeah,
said,
me too.
these some of these entertainers may feel like or become accustomed to that type of behavior. So when I see somebody, the small percentage of people that don't actually want their ass, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, and they don't know how to deal with rejection. So let's take like all of the allegations with Trey Songz, right?
Mm-hmm.
So prime example, he probably was really used to, and I don't know if these allegations to him were justified in court. I don't know any outcome of that. But I would say he's nice looking. He's seen, got a nice body, right? So he probably used to getting a lot of women, you know. And with that
Right.
being said, he may have seen somebody or even dealt with somebody in his past, and then she decided she didn't want to deal with him no more. And now he feel like he just gonna be like, you can't refuse me. You know, it can be a lot of it's a lot of moving parts with that. So that's why I said yes, it is a large majority of people, you know, may be willing or willingly indulge in something with somebody that's famous, right? And it might be just some of those people that feel like because they're famous they can just force themselves upon people.
Right.
So I see both sides.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like
So has he ever had any other allegations?
not that I know of.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything, but maybe it was kept quiet. You know, you never know. Maybe because when they were younger, maybe stuff was kept quiet. You never know at the height of their career. You know what I'm saying? You never know
So
because they had such a clean image. You know.
yeah, and I feel like when stuff like that happens with no with people like that we at their when they're young and stuff like that and stuff like and say and even when these girls are invited backstage, they have a person who goes and get these girls for them, and this person is supposed to be the person who check these girls, make sure they legal and all this other kind of shit. And they don't necessarily do that. And next thing you know, that this celebrity is involved in a scandal with a teenage girl. It's stuff. They really have a person who just goes out and say, "Go get that bitch right there for me."
Mhm.
So,
On a topic similar but not similar. Lori Harvey, I read, and this is so funny to me. I love the idea. On her behalf though. Lori Harvey makes people who she date sign a non-disclosure, and
mm-hmm,
the penalty is $1 million.
mm-hmm. Some of
Mhm.
these, so yeah, and some of these, okay. So back then, they didn't use. I don't think they used those so often back then. It was just basically like, oh, we just gonna fuck this random girl who's just a groupie. They
It
were
was part of
groupie
the
called
culture.
groupies back then. It
It
was
was
just,
part of the culture.
yeah. It was very common for the celebrities back then to fuck a groupie and then that'd be that. And then a lot of these celebrities like they end up getting caught up because somehow the girl saved the sperm from the condom and somehow got herself pregnant. Like girls do that, and even there are even some guys who do go this a distance to sleep with a female celebrity or male celebrity. It's crazy, but nowadays, like you said, like she has an NDA. I think anytime where if Beyonce is doing like a party, she makes everybody signs an NDA at the party so they cannot talk about what happened at that party, especially after the whole thing with the elevator scene thing. Everybody has to sign an NDA. And I think that's a thing that's going forward right now. Because that made me wonder. Uh so so people like so I don't think Kevin Federline didn't have one. But for people like Jennifer Lopez and Mariah, who are well, Jennifer Lopez is no longer, but Mariah is still currently dating a background dancer, and it makes me wonder if Mariah and Jennifer made them sign NDAs because when I now that I think about it, like so Mariah is with Brian Tanaka, and the whole entire time they've been fucking, he has not said not one word about Mariah Carey on social media. He hasn't even made any type of gestures like, "Hey, this my woman." None of that stuff.
Probably did
So,
sign
so that's what I'm saying.
non-disclosure.
Like, are they make it if they under have to sign an NDA?
Probably, and I don't blame her. Yeah, I mean, why not? It's a smart thing to do, right?
Like,
But
cause
my
you see
thing
them,
is,
cause like you see them like have like everybody knows they're dating, but publicly they both haven't said that they're dating.
that's fine. I've done that in my own personal life without a non-disclosure. So, and I feel like as a celebrity, like you're owed some privacy in your life, right? A large
Hmm.
majority of what you do in your life is not private. So some things should, and a lot of things should be private. Absolutely. You know, But with that being said, I feel like non-disclosure agreements should have multiple different clauses. Like if a person, like if a crime was committed,
Mm-hmm.
that should void the non-disclosure agreement.
Agreed.
You know,
There,
so
there should be
so
clause. Yeah, that
it should be
makes a lot of
multiple
sense.
different clauses. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I said this can go either way. So I mean, I don't know what made her. Maybe the young lady with Nick Carter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she did experience some trauma. Maybe she, had to go through counseling. It's not uncommon for people who have undergone sexual harassment or any type of rape related events to be mute about the trauma. That's actually quite common.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe she went through some counseling and maybe she wants to tell her story now. You never know. Maybe that's something that he did do. Man, we don't know. We don't know him like that. So
So,
you,
so
you know what I'm saying? Like
So what is the effects of cerebral palsy? Like I thought, does it leave you paralyzed? Like what's the effects of it?
it is more musculoskeletal. Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. But like I said, it's different levels to it. Some people can be completely independent. Some people, unfortunately, cannot be. You know.
Okay.
So
So depending on what stage that she was on,
mm,
because it feels like because she put it in when she did the court filings. So this she put in the court filings herself that she has autism and cerebral palsy.
right,
So
and we know autism has different levels to it as well.
exactly. So it makes me wonder if she's just trying to use her disability to try to win people over with this case to believe that this actually happened.
Well, to me, I feel like maybe a touch of the autism, but the cerebral palsy. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are gonna have two like varying um reactions to that, right? Some
Hmm.
people are going to be disgusted. How can you do something like that? And then other people are going to be like, yeah, I don't believe he would do something like that. That doesn't make any sense because of her disability. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's going to be two kind of the reactions. And I mean, it's people that I know people with cerebral palsy that have had kids. So yeah, like I feel like that's something that can progress as you get older
Hmm.
as well. Um, just like I feel like autism is something that gets better as you get older, you know?
Hmm.
So, um, I mean, I don't know. It can be a lot of different things, I just hope that I just don't like to hear when somebody says that they have been taken advantage of that part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when, like you say, you're a celebrity and you probably have quite a few people throwing themselves at you. Why do something like that? Because you don't need to,
Right.
you know? In reality, you don't need to, but some people are sick in the head and they just do it because they want to do it. They get a kick out of it,
Hey,
unfortunately. So, I would be interested to kind of follow up on this. I hope, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be something silent. I don't know. When did that story break?
today.
Oh.
So we're hopefully within the next because they probably won't have go to court until after the holiday season or whatever.
Yeah.
So we probably won't really hear much about this until unless like other details come out from like or Aaron, not Aaron, fuck. Nick put out a statement himself about the situation, which I'm pretty sure his lawyers probably told him not to talk.
Yeah.
But because my pizza had got delivered and it's sitting outside on the porch and I don't want it to get cold as hell.
Um.
Uh,
So So I'm finna pull up because I'm right down the street.
Oh, I was like, I need something to eat for work tomorrow. Um,
What? Like,
so
how
I
dare you?
so I do need to play this video for y'all because I didn't know that this was a thing, and I actually tried it out myself, and it actually did work.
Oh,
So for all the people who order off of Amazon a lot during the holiday season, I recommend that you do this if you had great service by your delivery driver. So I want to play that clip for y'all.
A lot of you know that I'm an Amazon delivery driver, but I need your attention right now. So I was just looking at my earnings tab, and I noticed that there were two $5 adjustments that I got an extra $5 twice. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And it said, customers said thank you to Alexa. And on there, it says, Alexa, thank my driver.
Glad you enjoyed your most recent delivery. Since you shared your appreciation, as a special thanks this holiday season, your driver will receive an extra $5 at no cost to you. This promotion is for a limited time only.
Alexa, thank my driver 1,000,000 times over.
well, look at that. You can use your Alexa for something other than bothering people
Whatever.
and
I
playing
don't
Mariah Carey.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. Speaking of,
Oh,
if
Lord.
y'all want to join us on that last episode before Christmas, make sure y'all email us at scddpodcast@gmail.com if you want to join us and be part of the live broadcast on, I believe that will be December 22nd, if I'm not mistaken.
Think so.
So if y'all want to be a part of it, just scddpodcast@gmail.com or hit me or Tina Marie or Old Man Feet Up or the prostitute on Facebook or any of our social media accounts. So let's go to the next
But
video.
but wait
Oh,
a
go ahead.
minute. I want to say something about that. That is dope. And shout out to Amazon for doing that during the holiday season. Like I feel like that's a dope incentive.
I agree. So now every time I order something on Amazon, Alexa, thank my driver. I don't want to say it too loud because she right here. But I'm gonna play that next clip for y'all.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Why do some people sound different when they talk, even though they still speak English?
Well, that's called an accent, son. So, like, the pronunciation is going to sound a little different depending on where you're from in the world.
Right. For example, wherever Dad is from makes him sound like a donut.
It's like I'm raising a little miniature Red Foreman. That's what this is.
Dad, your boomer is showing.
What? What does that even mean?
I don't even know who the heck Red Foreman is.
How can you not know who he is? How?
That kid is probably really young. They probably never seen that 70s show.
Oh my goodness, that's a classic.
Which, ladies and gentlemen, coming to January. Oh, hey, 30-year-old, coming January. That 90s Netflix.
That
And I
90s?
saw, yep, that 90s show be hitting Netflix. So make sure y'all check that out. Is from the clips I look like I will enjoy that.
Wait, who's gonna be in it?
So the kids, it's gonna be a new cast of kids, but the actual the mom and dad, Eric Foreman and Kitty is returning in their roles.
Say what?
So yep, and he was angry as ever.
I love it. I love it.
So he will be returning for that season. So I got two more videos for y'all because then we can end this show because Tina driving too, y'all. She ain't supposed to be on that phone and driving at the same time. So I'm gonna play
What?
this
What
clip
you
so we can end
talking
this show.
about?
So I'm gonna play this clip for y'all.
This message is for Black people and people of color. If you are not Black or a person of color, you can keep scrolling. Now that it's just me and you, I just want to say that TikTok thinks I'm white. TikTok thinks I'm white. TikTok thinks I am a whole ass white woman. What do I do about this? What do I do about this? I mean, at first, I thought that, holy shit, this is bad. Because most of my new followers are far-right, conservative white women. But then I got to thinking, maybe we can use this to our advantage. I somehow managed to trick the algorithm. So I'm going to ask my more melanated, beautiful kings and queens for suggestions. I apologize for the sheer disrespect in the beginning of this video. I only did it to get rid of the, you know.
By the way, we don't own the rights to the music in that video, by the way.
Hey, that's
Facebook,
funny
please
as
don't
shit.
partially mute us. Huh?
That's funny as shit. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. And by the way, it's called hands free, which you can do while you driving.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, I remember back in 1775, we didn't have all these motor vehicles and cellular devices and all the other kinds. You know, we had a horse and a buggy. We didn't have all this. You know how cold it was to travel from one side of the country to the other in a horse and buggy in January. You know how cold that was. It's ridiculous.
you sound like a boomer.
How dare you?
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
You know, I'm afraid to just play this last clip because Tina just called me a boomer, y'all. So I'm afraid to play this last clip.
Oh,
All right, so spell off.
Spell what?
Off.
Off. O-F-F.
Spell ice.
I-C-E.
When you put it together, what it say?
Put what together?
Oh, Lord.
Off.
An ice.
Yeah, what it put together, what it say?
A fence.
How? Hold on, bro. How? How you? I'm saying, how? Like, talk to me.
Go ahead. I don't think you heard the question.
I can't really hear.
All right. Let me tell you again. Spell off.
O-F-F.
And spell ice.
I-C-E.
And when you put them two words together, what it say?
Off ice.
This is bad. This is very, very bad.
Oh my God. What kind of GPA you got?
A 3.2.
All right, let me ask you again.
I think I'm
Maybe you ain't understand. All right. Spell off.
O-F-F.
Spell ice.
I-C-E.
And when you put it together, what it say?
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I might not be as smart as I think, cause am I missing it? Am I missing it or something?
Oh my God, it ain't no way. All right, you're not hearing. I think just not listening, like really not listening. Spell off.
O-F-F.
Spell ice.
I-C-E.
And when you put it together, what it say?
Honestly, I don't know.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
That's the 30-year-old generation right there. I tell you, boy.
No. Because he answered it right away. So we just gonna say poor baby been up studying hard for her 3.2 and she's sleep deprived. That's what we gonna say. No.
That was stupidity at its best.
No, now.
Oh, Jesus.
Absolutely not.
So, with that being said, thank y'all for tuning. Oh, we gotta do final thoughts. Celebrities, make sure y'all wingman go get y'all some nice legal age girls that's not drugged. Make sure y'all wrap up y'all wee-wees. And if somebody pisses you off during the day, you tell them to go to hell and fall out of a damn tree, and you will feel a lot better. Hallelujah. Old Man Theater coming in when we ending the show again as usual. But hallelujah. Y'all make sure y'all tell them hallelujah.
Okay, first of all, why are we ending the show at 37 minutes?
Because my pizza out on the porch.
You can go get your damn pizza while I'm doing my final thoughts. So I just want to throw out there that you woke up and chose violence today, obviously. Why we went away like that? Anywho, he woke up and chose violence today.
What did he do?
Obviously, telling people to fall out of a tree, hit all the branches on the way down to the ground. But my final thought is our early final thoughts, and then we just gonna reboot the We're just gonna reboot the show because hey, how you doing? Um, my final thought is I want everybody to reach deep down in their soul and work really, really hard on developing their critical thinking skills. I really feel like the world would be a much, much, much better place if we all had critical thinking skills. But hey, old man, did how you doing?
Hey, boo. How you doing?
What's going on? What you got for dinner today?
My normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had cube steaks for lunch that I cooked, and
I heard
I'll
you
be
talking
having
mess. You
very
happy?
chopped tonight.
Not you came back with the pizza. You missed my final thought.
My final thought is Montel Rolling is an asshole.
Merry Christmas.
You missed my final thought, Martell.
Oh, did you cut somebody out and tell
No,
them to go to
I
hell?
just suggested that everybody develop their critical thinking skills.
They do need to do that.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Cause there's some people out here,
So
boy, they don't know how to rub two nickels together to make sense.
uh uh.
I
So
really do.
I have a real life question here. We got the 30-year-old in the cut over here.
Oh, hey, 30-year-old.
So
Nita, you
so
know, mute the damn phone before I kick you in your two front teeth.
oh
You got
my
me being
goodness.
violent on live broadcast and stuff. Hell.
Huh?
You like I said, you woke up and chose violence. That
Oh.
was the beginning of my final thought. Anywho, so it was brought to my attention that our city has developed some gangs.
It's some gangs here?
27136. Oh,
That's
Okay,
news.
okay. So 30-year-old said there's a few gangs. Can you enlighten us, son? And what does that mean? Get back gang.
who?
Yes.
Hold on, theater. Both of us can't sound
Yes.
old together. Hold the hell on.
So our youth here in our city is starting to develop gangs. I mean, I feel like gangs never really truly went like actual gangs, that's been around for years and years and years and decades. Have never really went away. It's still out here in the community, but ain't nobody gang banging.
We are.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it used to be. I should say.
We didn't chilled
You know what I'm saying?
a little bit.
Yeah. So now the youth,
is this
they're
Get Back
creating
Gang?
new gangs.
So you say it's called Get Back Gang?
Yes.
So that's just an extension of the Kia Boys? Yeah, that's the only gang I know.
No, it's something different, and there are several others. And you said the young man that was killed where?
By South.
The young man that was killed outside of the high school after the basketball game. Remember, I was telling you about Martell?
No, I drink.
So, the 30-year-old had a basketball game at a high school on a certain side of town. And when the game was over, the young man was dead, had gotten shot, I believe, twice in the back of the head, and the neck, and in the chest.
Oh, god damn, they executed his ass. God damn, what did he do?
He was part of the gang, and it was retaliation.
Oh, Lord. I didn't
He
know
was
people.
16 years old. Yep, he was 16 years old.
Ooh.
And I don't want to say his name just out of respect for the family, man, because that's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody saw all this coming, right? I mean, I feel like the Kia Boys is like a gang. I do.
I
But not.
thought they would as hell.
But not. You know what I'm saying? Because they really not gang banging.
Yes,
They
they are.
just, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, they are.
I mean, they just stealing stuff. That ain't to
Uh-uh.
me. So
They
from what I remember about what game banging was, like
that
I don't you just going around stealing cars and driving
that ain't the only
unsafely down
thing.
the street.
That ain't the only thing that they're doing. I don't care what nobody
So
says. That's
okay.
not the only thing that they're doing.
No, and because I feel like now it's and I had a friend of mine was robbed at gunpoint for her car. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't have a Kia. So I don't feel like it's related. And I thought that was really weird. And then they took it was so weird because her car was found several hours later. Nothing was missing out of her car. The keys were in the car. The only thing they took was the plates and the house key. So then they came back like 2 days after to the house, right? So I'm like, I don't think the Kia boys had graduated to this type of foolishness, you know?
I don't want
So
to. I don't want to go into further comment on that part. That go. Them not being a gang. Yes, they are. Trust me and believe me. I know a little bit better, but it is what it is. They're a gang. Period.
okay, well, I mean, my perception of a gang is to me not. That's why I said like gang banging has changed. Like I don't. I mean, me growing up in the '80s, you thinking of two primary specific gangs. Here, well, actually three major gangs that were here in our city. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, but no. I feel like it's extremely reckless. Like I don't know. Like there were codes and rules and you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a lack of structure.
I'm just
I
still
don't,
trying to figure out who has the time to gang bang still.
they do because they're not in school. It ain't nothing for them to do. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing positive for them to do like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gang.
And
Don't they got CL? Do schools still got CLC still?
some of them do.
Well, that's what they just send these damn kids to there. Hell.
What? No, because they only have so many seats, and probably a lot more kids can benefit from it, but they only have so many spots for. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. People can't afford to put their kids in extracurricular activities. It costs money. You know what I'm saying? And it's time. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back from getting my son from an extracurricular activity. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's unfortunate. They just ain't got nothing to do. So this is what they decided to do.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, theater.
Gangs. Gangs. Gangs.
I
Yeah.
just want you to know.
Shut the hell up.
He
I'm talking.
didn't
Grown folks talking. Shut the hell
know
up.
what I was gonna say.
Oh, you got my money.
Nope.
Okay. Shut
I
the
ain't
hell
gonna
up.
do that.
But it's just like old clothes. They come back in style. Everything that's in the past comes back one way or another. So whether it's gangs, church, whatever it is, it goes and it comes. And I mean that shit ain't gonna never change.
Let
Because
me find out these church people out here gang banging. Let me find out they gang banging for Jesus.
what you gonna do, Medea? Bang bang.
let me find out they out here doing Bible drive-by.
They need to.
Let me find out they just rolled up on people throwing Bibles at them.
Hey, might need it, might save one of them.
Oh Jesus, y'all are so funny.
Well, what
Y'all
the
so,
hell you want to say?
I was gonna see your legs little.
They
What?
are. I weighed myself this morning. I lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Child.
Mm.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh man, theater with your final thoughts so I can be fat and people don't see it on camera.
Oh my goodness.
as like last week, be careful who you mate yourself with because that may not be the person for you. That's it. That's all. Fuck the dumb shit.
And then make sure y'all don't wake up and choose violence. Okay, we got to stop waking up and choosing violence because apparently Tina think that I be waking up and choosing violence. So we gotta make sure that we ain't waking up and choosing violence. In my two partner.
Unless your name is Brody. Then you got my permission.
He must have did something violent today. Lord have mercy.
Oh man, he was slamming. They said don't go back there on the dot. I said why? Brody's having a temper tantrum. Slamming shit, pushing shit, cussing motherfuckers out. I ain't see him today though.
We'll have to talk about this when we go off the air.
But anyway, yeah.
With that being said, because I don't know, because I think we got a cutoff time because the thing is for how much time we can broadcast live.
Okay.
Until I delete some episodes. So make sure that y'all check out habits365.com and use code Anthony20 receive 20% off your purchase. Also, don't forget to have a repstores.com. That's repstores.com and use code Martel1 to receive 10% off your purchase. Or is it 5%? One or two. But make sure y'all go over there and check it out. And from me, old man Theta, and I don't know where Tina went. She that heifer. Thank y'all for choosing to watch, listen, wherever how you stream this episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast. So we'll see y'all on Tuesday.
And help make us number one. Deuces.
We the ones.
And y'all the twos. Oh.
Crazy ass.